Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explores the Sky, a game released on October 12, 2009. That's right, this game is 17 years old. Now, before you start feeling old, I do want to say that despite the game being around for that long, the game has actually never been spoiled to me. I know some stuff like how the people of Grovyle, but I don't know the reason why, and I don't know the story, and I don't know yada yada, you get the point. So this video will essentially be my first playthrough and honest reaction to the game. You know, the game that everybody loves, the best mystery dungeon, I think. I think that's what it is, right? It's like the top mystery dungeon game. Now, I do want to say, despite all of this, I have played a mystery dungeon game before. I played the original Pokemon Red and Blue Mystery Dungeon. So yeah, it is very old. But that should be enough for, like, you know, for me to remember the basics, right? You know, how to play the game, using the items or whatever. Now, before we start our adventure, I hope you guys will enjoy this playthrough as much as I do. I'm very excited to play this game for the first time. And who knows, maybe it's a blessing in disguise that after waiting for so long, now I can enjoy one of the best games that Nintendo DS has to offer. But alright, that should be enough rambling. Let us begin our exploration into these mystery dungeons, huh? Now, like every other mystery dungeon, which I'm pretty sure is how it is, the game starts off by giving you a couple of questions where you have to answer. Now, depending on which answer you give the game, they will give you a different Pokemon from the loot pool that they have, and that Pokemon will be you in the journey. I think you can redo the questions to re-roll again, but I'm just gonna skip through these, and I'm gonna show you which Pokemon I got. Oh, they can sense my aura. Your aura is alright. Yeah. Okay. Do I need to press it? I don't have touchscreen. After running into a small problem with my Nintendo officially licensed Xbox controller for the Nintendo DS with Bluetooth adapter, I had to use my modded DS so I could touch this bow. Okay. Well, I already moved it. Okay. So I gotta do this on no, this is I modded my DS. I modded my DS. Oh my god, what am I gonna get? Yay! No, I'm joking. Totodile? You may want to keep your feelings to yourself so much of the time, so a quiet and calm. Yo! I'm Trico! Oh, who do I pick as my... That's my dog. Do I want to go with Eevee? Oh, I like that their faces all change. I kind of want to get Eevee, but I want to get Piplup. You know what? I'll get my boy Piplup. After I picked my partner Pokemon, I went to go give him a nickname, but I actually just kept him as Piplup. But after doing all of this, you guys are now going to hear the best voice acting. Chapter 1, A Storm at Sea. Yeah! Are you okay? No, don't let go. Just a little longer. Come on. No, I can't. I can't. What do we got? I think I should tell you guys right now. I actually don't know how to swim IRL. Canonically, I don't know how to swim. Where am I? My head. My body. AOW voice acting? No. I refuse to be paralyzed by this any longer. This is it. This is for Gohan. Pokemon detected. Whose footprint? Piplup's. The footprint is Piplup's. They got ring cameras? I can't do it. I told myself today would be the day. Did he just shit on that? Oh, he just put a rock. He just put a rock. Ah, I can't do it. I'm such a coward. This is discouraging. And he waddled away. So where does he put the rock at? Hey, Zubat, did you get a load of that? You bet I did, Coffee. The little wimp that was pacing around had something good, right? Oh yeah, he has something. He got a really cool shiny rock, and we're gonna take that joint. Now, as much as I would like to show you guys my elite voice acting skills, not like I'm embarrassed or anything, the prologue here takes a very long time to get going, so I'm just gonna quick summarize this to get the ball rolling. So what ends up happening is that Piplup goes to the beach feeling all sad. Hopefully the scenery cheers him up, but then he falls into a fallen Trico, which is us, and asks us what happened, what to remember, or if we're doing okay, because we are unconscious. Now, we do wake up and tell him that we are human, even though Piplup is skeptical at first. He does believe us, but then we get pretty much, well, not ambushed, but confronted by the Zubat and Coughing that we saw earlier. They come in asking for the treasure that Piplup has, eventually snatching it away from him and then leaving. Piplup then turns towards us and asks if we're able to help him to go chase him down into these mystery dungeons that we will learn about later on. And being the good Samaritans that we are, we say yes. So that's going to be our first mission here in the prologue. Again, it takes a while for these dungeons to be completed, so I'll probably show some of the parts that I probably find either funny or important, but yeah, I just don't want to take too long. I hope you understand. I've seen people talk about it, some sad shit at the end, but I've never been spoiled. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Is the running that fucking fast? Okay, so for the ones that don't know, Jesus Christ, I'm not even speeding it up. So let's go to the next area, I think. But this is an RPG where it's like your Fire Emblem and stuff like that. If we're not in a fight, we can move as many times as we want. But if we do get into a fight, it's turn-based. So it's kind of cool. There's a bunch of enemies. I think it'll happen later. But if we do beat up an enemy, there's a chance that we could quote unquote tame them, and they're gonna be our friends. Oops. I did play on the DS at the time that I had. I played what is it? I don't know which one it was, but I played it on the DS. So I am a little bit like, I understand how the game mechanics work, but like I said, this is gonna be my first playthrough of this game. I probably won't be showing every. If you find an item, you can open it with the X button. Okay, come get your share rock for free. Yeah, that was a whole bunch of nothing. But yeah, also I do feel sorry that if you hear the click clack clickety clack, that is the Xbox controller, the official Nintendo licensed Xbox controller with compatibility with the DS that has Bluetooth. Yeah, I didn't have another controller to make it softer, and my keyboard would also click clack. Like I said, I'm sorry, but let's just continue here with our mystery dungeon adventure. Now the first area is relatively easy. You just go to, I think it's literally just 2 floors. You go around, you beat up some Pokemon, try to get a feel of the game, you collect some items. It's an easy just like sweep. If you don't even have to know what you're doing, you just go in there, you press attack, beat them up, and then you go. That's all you gotta do. So sometimes when you get into these areas, like some people are just like going in and just, but I sometimes it's good to search around like any game and to level up. So hopefully we don't fall into the problem that we have to go farm too much. Anyways, if it isn't our old friend, the big chicken, give what you took from me. That's my personal treasure. It means everything to me. Treasure. So the thing really is valuable. It could be worth more than we'd hope so. We ought to try selling it. Who knows? We could get a good price. All the more reason to not give it back. If you want it back, come and get it. And we're gonna say a little mini boss right here. Get over here, bitch. Bitch. What the fuck? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah. What did he put? Oh, he poisoned him. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. We got roughed up. Blasted. How did we get wiped out by wimps? Yeah, you can have it. I don't want it. Hey, you just barely won. Remember that we're better. After our little fiasco with the Zubat and Coughing, we take Piplup's special rock and leave the dungeon. Once we return to the shore, Piplup starts talking about the rock, telling us that it's actually an old relic fragment. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like we should have seen this a mile away. Just look at it. Anyways, he also tells us that he has a hobby that revolves around lore and legends, you know, stories and whatnot. And he gets excited just yapping about it, which, you know, it's pretty adorable, you know what I'm saying? But he shows us the rock. And once we look at it, we see that it has a strange pattern, which right now is a total mystery. I don't know what it's for or like what it means, you know? So like right now we just know that it has really cool art and that's about it. So after we're done talking about the rock, Piplup shifts the conversation back about treasure, legendary places, and wanting to join an exploration team. And you already know that we are going to say yes. I might have glossed over it, but he says if we want to join, and it's yes. The answer is yes, we're joining. Anyways, before we actually become an exploration team and go out and explore all these dungeons and rack up all these riches, the treasures and everything, I just want to remind you that I haven't played a mystery dungeon game forever. So I'm not in my peak, right? If we go out, we're just going to get defeated, right? So instead, I decided to listen to what Piplup said and go and become an apprentice of an already existing exploration team. And whose? Wigglytuff's. That's right. We went over to Wigglytuff's guild, and before we're allowed to head inside, we need to let them scan our feet for free. Okay. Once our Olimon site was accepted, we went in and spoke to a chatbot who took us to Wigglytuff's, and boom, apprentice time. Except we were missing one thing. The name for our team. Now the game did default us into Pokepals, and I mean look, I'm badass, I'm Trico, I'm him. I'm not a cute Pookie or whatever. So I decided to change the name, but it did take me a minute to think of a name. After a while, I decided to call ourselves Team Ascension. Why? Because Piplup said he loved legends. So why not rise up and become the best of the best? Evolve to a greater being and cement ourselves as the ultimate life forms. The perfect name for a perfect team. Plus it sounds dope. But anyways, after all of that, yeah, we joined our team and then we spent our first night underground, because that's where they have the beds. Now I was gonna skip what we're gonna do on the next day, but I guess, you know, because we had a job to go get a pearl for a spoink, which paid us a good amount of money, and we had to pay our Poke taxes, so whatever. Most of the money from jobs goes to the guildmaster, you see. And your team's share of the money comes out to this much. If I get 200 fight, I'm gonna... Yeah, motherfucker. Now that we are done with the side quest, we can finally go and chase our dreams of going shopping. Look, there is nothing wrong with treating ourselves, right? Piplup and I deserve to be pampered. Because not only did we go give Spoink his crystal ball, we got robbed by our own guild. They ran our pockets in the middle of the day. But once we started walking around town and looking around at the stores and whatever, we spoke to some kids and then we unlocked our spidey sense. There was something wrong, or going to be wrong. Anyways, that's just being paranoid, right? Like, it's not Whatever. We go back to base to go get another job, and to our horror, the drowsy that we saw earlier was actually a kid diddler. We have no choice but to chase down Dr. Disrespect and save the poor Ozreal we bumped into earlier. So this is our first real mission. Now, I'm not saying the Spoink wasn't the real mission, but like, it was relatively easy. The only thing that did screw me over was not having apples and having to survive off of pecha berries. But anyways, we're going here in Mount Bristle. Oh, that's a lot of damage. The Piplup's doing a bunch of damage. So we're gonna take the seed and we're gonna take this paralysis. I thought it was a big ass apple. I don't have any food or like, I only got 2 apples. Bro, this Piplup's gonna carry. Oh my god, the Starly is what's hurting me though. Ow! Ouch. Our Piplup was definitely checking if friendly fire was on, but that's fine, we forgive him. After that, we reach the top of the mountain and get a cutscene between the Drowsy and the Ozreal. While the Drowsy is busy talking about potential riches and getting all the stuff and using the Ozreal to go into this little confined space that he can't go into because he's fat and ugly, we put on our big boy boots because we're gonna be ready. For what? To scrap. What you got? And this is where you and I, Team Ascension, come in. Fuck. Alright, so we're gonna go here, this items, and we're going to alright, fuck this. Yeah. Wait a minute. Fuck. No, don't do it. No! This is embarrassing. I tried to equip some rocks so I could shoot them at the Drowsy, but instead I just dropped them on the floor. Not just that, my poor Piplup died. Our first important job, and we completely fucked up. And yes, we, okay? Not just me, the Piplup did too. I can't let this Ozreal down. So already know that we head right back into the mountains and immediately die again by the hands of our own brother. No, wait a minute, this isn't right. I'm the main character, right? So I say that was just a fluke. That one doesn't count. Let's go back, and we died again and again. I'm not gonna repeat myself, going over and over. I died 8 fucking times. And some of these weren't even my fault. Piplup put my ass on blast a couple of times. After like 20 minutes or more, we finally head face to face with Drowsy. Piplup is done screwing me over. I'm gonna give the protein to Piplup. Yeah. Okay. We're actually gonna go use all of our items. Whatcha? Okay, that's a lot of that. How is our Piplup? Okay, Piplup can take it. Calcium, Warp Seed, Oran Berry, Oran. Yeah! Oh shit. Let me just take some of that. Okay, so now that we have the items. We did it! Why did I struggle so much? We've come to rescue you. You're not hurt, are you? I'm okay. Whew. Your big brother's waiting. Let's go. So I don't even, if I consider the little Zubat and Coughing a mini boss, what is this, dude? He did fuck us over big time, but and then Piplup killed me like 3 times. The boss wasn't as bad, even though it did do crazy amounts of damage. It really did help just chucking random items and giving our Piplup a protein. After that, we go back, and as you can see, we ended up getting a lot of money, or so I thought. We had to pay our Poke taxes, and we only got left with crumbs again. This is unfair, but it's fine, right? We didn't do this for the money. We did it because we're good people. Now, before I call it quits for this episode, there was one more important thing that Piplup tells us about: time gears. He says that they might be the reason that time is messed up, and that these time gears are hidden in secret places around the world, like in a forest, or a lake in an underground cavern, or even inside a volcano. These time gears serve a very important function. Different time gears protecting and keeping the flow of time stable in their own region. This is pretty important, and hopefully nothing bad happens. Or else